anonymous Pathfinder.
Talk to you later, Davis.
I'll be here.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
It's you! You're the human Pathfinder! I'm Sid, Vetra's sister. Vetra's told me all about you. Well, not all about you, but the important bits. I should probably get back to work. It was real nice meeting you, though.
What work do you do here?
Oh, I just monitor comms from colonists. Progress updates, hazards encountered. Note it down, pass on a report to Sean at the end of the day.
Important job.
I know. It's nice to hand in a report and have someone say I helped.
I'll let you get back to work.
History is made after the initiative establishes Pathfinder. Clarify.
I gave Prodromos...
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
But the plants have adapted to the Scourge's presence. Some even feed on its radiant energy. See this? Specimens, scans! Our conservation effort can barely keep up. What a wonderful service you've done for us. You've certainly earned your fee.
History is made after the initiative establishes Prodromos. First outpost.
Ryder. towards Vold.
Vold is the heart of our war against the Ket. I once took part in an attack on one of their bases.
Sounds like fun.
It was desperate. We won, but only barely.
Vold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online. I'm reading a severe temperature drop. Life support at 100%.
Oh, it's gonna be within range. Oh, now it scans it. It scans so much. It scans that one. Their cruisers aren't very big. I have an exploration ship, and mine's about twice that size. You know, no Johns. Look, that salty piece of crap. Oh, we've been getting teabagged by the cat.
I love you, Hera.
Getting teabagged by the cat, it's horrible.
I know.
You should turn down the volume on the television so it doesn't pick it up and double over. Not all the way, just...
Well, I can hardly even really see what I'm doing
there.
because, you know, stuff in my head. How am I an idiot? You're the one that put it there, you goon.
And you're a jerk.
You're a
You're
goon.
an asshole.
You have nice butt.
You're gonna get banned on YouTube.
Ooh, a Type 4 helmet. Oh, I'll be taking that, thank you. Give me that Type 4 helmet. Oh, that Type 4 helmet on my head.
You didn't hear about the human?
See you later, right in the middle of Aya, because he's an asshole.
Yes, what is it? You're that alien they've been talking about on comms, aren't you? Why are you standing here? Don't you have more important places to
I
be?
don't know, I can't see.
I'm Pathfinder Ryder with the Andromeda Initiative. From...
Wonderful. You're from far away. Do they have magical healing where you're from?
Nothing more advanced than what you have?
Then where you're from is useless to me right now. Stand over there.
Dr. Hareen, maybe Ryder can help us with the emergency caches.
Emergency caches?
This is a war zone. Ket attacks are always a risk. Wounded? There's probably a cache of emergency medical supplies nearby. No substitute for real medical attention, but you'll survive long enough to reship.
Problem is the caches are empty right now. We're strained and no one's been out there to replenish supplies.
There's no time to waste.
Leave it to Ryder, he'll fix it.
Supply crates are stacked by the wall over there. Directions to the caches are with them. You have a vehicle?
Of course.
Good. Get going.
Away with thee!
That's Daddy's phone.
Give me a double dose of soda, quick.
Double?
If you need patching up, you'll have to wait. A patrol just came through and I need to see to them.
Thank you.
Our boys come.
Is it just you here?
Volunteer medics are hard to come by, especially ones who can handle Vold.
What are you doing?
It's actually warm in here. Those heaters work pretty well.
We don't use them for heat. They generate artificial sun, so we don't go dark.
What do you mean, go dark?
Right, I suppose you wouldn't know about that. Our bodies generate energy from sunlight. If we don't get enough, our immune systems weaken and our bioenergy slows. We go dark.
It can't be easy living in a place like this.
Between the cold and the lack of sun, it's tough to keep morale up. Most of us come from Aya or Haval, so it's a big adjustment. Immunity drops, people get sick. But if the civilians in the settlements can live here without complaint, so can we.
That's enough.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Yeah, you do that.
Jarl, have you come back to us?
Briefly.
And these must be the strangers I've heard so much
Oh,
about.
yeah.
You know, if not for Jarl, I might kill you.
Okay.
This is my friend.
It's a boys' home.
Thank you.
She helps
man.
supply the resistance.
A little silly.
That must be difficult out here.
These are
Jarl's the
for
brave one.
boys.
How do you get supplies with the cat
I
everywhere?
know.
The same way we came. There are caves and hidden paths all over Vold.
It's hard to fly in, so my children run most items through the caves, little by little.
Children?
Their size makes it hard for the cat to detect. We all do what we can out here, even children.
Rush.
How do you feel about Ephra?
This.
Some speak ill of the man, but his plan is bold and the resistance is important.
That one tonight.
I'll do what I can to help until I can't help anymore.
Are you selling anything we could use?
I have almost nothing left. What I do have, we need if we're going to stand any chance against the Ket. Maybe if you clear that Ket station on the South Road, I'd be able to bring in more and spare something for you.
What?
There's a mommy's cube and my cube.
I know, boo. A little silly.
Good luck and stay safe.
Just make sure you return Jarl to us.
Keep it, Jarl. Jarl's my running dog.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Olisk is in charge of requisitions. We should speak with him.
These are the emergency medical supplies the doctor mentioned. We have to get them to the caches. Sam, you saving the location data?
Of course, Pathfinder.
All quests.
I'm not tired.
Okay. If you're not tired, then be good.
And last night, I was tired.
You were tired last night? Well, it happens like that, Lulu.
She handled it.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything's running fine.
Your communications say otherwise. You haven't received a shipment in weeks.
Those data pads are encrypted. How did you... I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Ket. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
Joe, my friend. Welcome home, brother.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
From this room, we keep track of our brothers and sisters in the field.
You don't win a war without good organization.
Not likely.
An impressive surveillance system.
Pathfinder, I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Vold. Any questions about the planet, ask away.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Ket operations on Vold is across the valley. If we take down their command structure, it will weaken them. At least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Vold?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Tetchiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Ket have occupied.
The bright spots on the map, are those cities?
Cities under siege by the Ket, yes. The largest, Astraea, was our capital.
Was?
It's hard to think of a city as a capital when it's just a maze of empty streets and burnt-out buildings. But buildings can be rebuilt. We are more than our cities.
Tell me more about Australia.
It's the recent focus of Ked attacks. They think they can break our spirit by tearing down our walls. The Ked learned that we fight to the death, and they would rather we submit. So they destroy our Dara, our homes. They drive us into the cold and expect us to give in. They underestimate the Angara.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they'd need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Ked are bolder lately. The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to protect them. More patrols for the Dara means fewer raids on Ked camps. The Ked know this and use it against us.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Double security and send 19 patrols. We're out. Tetchix is counting on us for protection.
I love you, Hera.
I know.
No, Anna.
Tomorrow?
Who knows how much time we have?
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
You should be happy about it, Boo.
I can't.
Well, I tried.
Yeah, you can.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
And I'll come.
Life support is back online.
Good. You're in the clear. Proceed to objective.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
Please be careful, Ryder.
Trust me.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
I know my own age, baby. bed there. But you're gonna have to.
I can't!
On the bed, I'm not getting up. I'm in the middle of a live stream, you goon.
It's a mess in here.
No, it's a mess in your room. Oh, okay. Shush! I'm in the middle of a live stream. I can't get up either. What is wrong with you? Shush!
Why were Ingara attacking us?
Lazy piece of fucking shit.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. The mining zone has been depleted. The camp ahead contains Ket life forms, Pathfinder.
Okay.
Nice work.
Good time for a field op, Jal. What's your combat disposition?
I kill the enemy before they see me. Do I need another one?
No, that'll do fine. Pretty sure the AI rulebook doesn't insist the Pathfinder always gets to drive.
I swear I will turn this car around.
Don't do it. You'll kill anything. good camp. Okay, this is a good camp.
I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
Well, that's an enormous ice cube.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
I'd like to hope so inside the building.
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
So you're just giving up on Neilj? He was your best friend.
No. I'm saying we need to think about this. Get in touch with Buxton and form a proper plan.
They could be dead or worse by the time your thinking's done.
That's true.
You're that alien people have been talking about. Some say we can't trust you. But if you're here to fight Ket, that's good enough for me.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Ket kill people. They take our families and we never see them again. Anyone who fights against that has to be better than them. So, will you fight them? I know the location of the labor camp where they took my uncle.
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they make them work. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move them. And sometimes they just kill them. My father died that way.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Neilj may not have much time.
Well, first I'm going to examine this base.
Janlith, I'm pretty sure there's something here. They were probably affected by the Scourge. The microbe variety in the top layer is completely different. It contains traces of 4 different radioactive isotopes.
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hajara. We're right above an inland sea, and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before the Scourge. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
I won't disturb your work.
Only the Ket showed us the same courtesy.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that rider alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
Ice talkers!
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, Janlith, and everyone who went to school with us in Australia. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through the ice. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the same thing. An angry voice.
What was it?
Too much Malay, that's what Janlith says. Now it's become something of a joke between us.
This isn't Haval. You spend too long out there in the dark, you'll get weak, sick, or worse.
It's bad. I get it. How do I stay alive?
The moment you see sunlight, break cover. Soak up all the rays you can.
I'll be a target.
Not for long. You'll get a lot from just 5 minutes of exposure. After that, get back under cover.
The human is listening to us.
You here to learn survival tips from old Percy?
Why does your kind need the sun?
We draw nourishment from solar radiation. Keeps us sharp. Even healed minor injuries.
But we have to keep out of sight, or the cat will spot us.
You sound like an expert, and I'd like to survive.
What I can teach wouldn't help. Different biology.
Your body can't store it charge.
If you go too long without sunlight, do you get sick?
Lack of regular exposure puts our bodies under stress. Too much of that, and we're no use to anyone.
Have to keep my strength up for the resistance.
Good luck out there.
I'm ready to go, Posse.
Not so fast. You still don't know how to read a weather pattern.
I sent a team to look at that architect.
Good. Make sure they don't get too close. There could be remnants nearby.
Found an abandoned supply pack on the eastern plain.
Anything good in it?
Tools, surprised picture paste, pictures of her family.
Familiar faces? People from around here?
No, looked like they were from farther east.
Guess they didn't make it here.
Well, I haven't seen many of your kind around here, but I've heard lots about the Pathfinder from my friends on Aya.
All good things, I hope.
So far.
Do you get much business out here?
I do all right. The trick is to not stay in one place too long. I travel between here and Techix. Sometimes they even make it up to the resistance camp.
Isn't that dangerous with the Ket all around?
I've had a few close calls, but they haven't caught me yet. The stars are on my side.
I'll take a look at your stock.
Got plenty of supplies.
Captured Niels wouldn't leave you.
How's the dig going?
We can't get the to take it from the sand. The ice is too thick. Tried, but we would have finished days ago.
Try asking Armroll about it. One of those Angara heaters in here? Nomad's heat isn't doing anything for me.
It's not that cold. Let it go. Are you going the right way?
Automated protocol. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Outsider move in the open very freely.
We have to. We're here to explore.
It's only strange after years of keeping our heads down against the Ket. One day we'll destroy them. I'm determined that it will be soon. Your people have...
Huh. I thought this would be the perifauna.
Ice or mineral deposits may be reflecting false positives. The real signal must be relatively close. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
I like your rifle, Jal.
I built the modifications myself. Once it was Ket. Now it kills them for me.
Back home, some people name their favorite weapons.
This one is a Garav.
We're not alone.
I and many others have never known a world without Ket. The Resistance fights so our children may one day be free.
They're a tough bunch.
I wonder if the Angara would let us train with them. I'd like to see their methods.
Father, Mother, if I don't get the Tetchiks, I hope the Resistance finds this message. And you. I love you both so much. I didn't want to leave you alone in that cave. The Ket are following me. They'll take me, just like Orin and Ori. What do they want with our family? Why is this happening to us? I hear them. They're close. I love you. I love you.
She left this behind for them.
She had to leave her parents in a bad place. Sam, any chance we could find the cave she mentioned?
There are several potential sites nearby. I recommend a thorough search of the area.
False signal. One down.
Taking the material though.
Have a huge task to responsibly settle all your people in Helios.
It seems incredible, sometimes. The idea of making places to live, even though we've already done it. There's so much hope riding on us.
Speaking for the Resistance, I know what that's like.
Sorry, how many?
8 brothers and sisters, almost 4 times as many cousins. My mother's. A lot of voices with opinions on what to do or to be.
No kidding. How do you handle that?
Honestly, not well.
Another false reading. But we must be closing in. Enemies! think that's it.
So many of my family are distinguished. The name carries weight on its own. I didn't want the name to carry me. I want my own story, if that makes any sense.
Plenty. I just can't imagine that much family. I didn't even have one brother or sister.
This is the source of the periphone's signal.
Oh, God.
And there's Ket on site. Let's clear them out. That's the Perifona, all right. What's left of her?
Definitely Ket weapons fire. This wasn't just a crash. The Ket pulverized the ship. No survivors.
If we'd have been faster, we could have... Damn it.
But this is stupid. The Ket take prisoners. Why kill the crew?
It's like they saw the Perifona itself as a threat. But it's no match for a Ket cruiser.
Ryder, Cora, something is left. A flight recorder.
It's in bad shape. But let's see what...
Final log. If the Ark ever finds this, we failed. Couldn't draw them off. The data copy's lost. The decimation's too cunning. Forgive us. We tried...
The decimation. Hidaria mentioned specialized Ket hunters. Maybe that's them.
Any way we could use that or the flight recorder to find the Ark?
If the nav record survived, we could trace the Perifona's flight path. Might lead us to them.
I can assist.
I'll take a look when we get back. Still lots to do.
It corners a little poorly, doesn't it? Your vehicle?
Cat signals detected ahead, Pathfinder. Detecting below normal temperatures. Life support at 100%.
Remnant pillars ahead. Might give us trouble.
How many AI like Sam are there? Back where you are from.
Not many. Most people are afraid of AI. Pardon? Maybe not, but when AI do go rogue, they're a real threat.
That's it. Good work.
I think that's Cat Tech. Stay alert.
This remnant site has defenses in place, Pathfinder.
Damage incoming!
Planets in Helios still look so alien.
They look stranger with humans on them.
We're not alone.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online. I'm detecting below normal temperatures. The ambient temperature is normal.
Are you upset to be the only child of your parents? This team, and your commando team before that, does it satisfy that yearning?
It's a different kind of belonging than family. Here, I can walk away, good or bad. That knowledge is always there.
Yet you stay. For the adventure?
For the adventure.
The crew has developed a feeling of family, don't you think?
Yeah, we've been through a lot together.
Become fond of each other.
This is the Ket labor camp Skiat talked about.
I'm ready when you are.
Here to rescue us. The control panel is right there. Shut this down.
Let's do this!
Once I have a weapon, I'm gonna destroy these Ket. Get me out of here! I'm gonna kill these cats!
Son.
Disable the fence, quick! We're not getting away with this! Disable the fence! I have to get out! Freedom!
Thank you. Rescue guard, stop running!
Just in time. Would have given us another day at most. No thanks for Rana's jabs. You see what I mean? We owe you. How'd you find us anyway?
Your nephew Skiat was trying to get you rescued.
Good boy. He's got potential, Nils.
So you've said before.
The Resistance needs to be debriefed. We'll head back to base as soon as possible.
What about the data drive? We have to deliver it to Buxville so she can start the analysis.
Interesting. It seems we have to depend on our rescuer for more than a rescue. Can you deliver this drive to Tetchix? If we work together, no time will be wasted.
I'll go there as soon as I can.
Perfect. Buxville will be in her workshop. I hope we meet again, under better circumstances.
Excellent physical condition, Cora. Better than anyone on the squad.
Thanks. Didn't realize you were paying attention.
The mind wants what the mind wants.
The Angara always seem to be hugging someone or punching them. Do you get sick a lot?
Maybe. Illness is a private matter. We never speak of it.
Really? No sick days? No starve a fever, nurse a cold?
It's suddenly very hot in here.
Want some Medigel?
Please, stop.
I think that's it. That's Techix, according to my map.
We need to find Buxel, Neil's sister.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Imagine being posted out here. Must be lonely.
There's a door up ahead.
They've probably gotten word that we're coming. I hear the kid don't do that to anyone from Nostrand.
There isn't a place on Gold safe from those things.
I'm telling you, the kid avoid that city. They're afraid of it.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Got it. Over here.
Impressive shot.
Been tracking that thing all day. Thanks for the help. Do I get to meet the mystery sniper?
Only right. Come find me.
You know what bored people do to pass the time?
There you are.
Make up dumb.
Nice shot back there.
Why have
Thanks.
I seen refugees?
My father
from
taught me as soon as I was old enough to hold a gun.
Because it's 3,000 kilometers away?
I'm glad I'm not on the business end of that thing.
As long as you're not Cat, you're safe.
Maybe I will.
You ever shoot Remnant out here?
I don't see them too often. I heard there's a big one somewhere, but I never found it.
Do the Ket come around here a lot?
Only some. Resistance patrols keep most from getting through. I pick off the stragglers. Usually wraiths like the one you helped me with.
You ever miss one?
Miss? Never.
You ever think of joining the Resistance? They'd be lucky to have you.
I want to, but my family would never allow it. Not after my brother.
Your brother was a sharpshooter too. Nerav.
How'd you... Jarl? Stars, you were his friend.
He was a good man. Fought hard for his people.
I want to follow his example. But my family...
This is your call.
This is what you truly want?
It is. I want to help.
Then tell them. I've met your father. He'll listen.
You're right. It's time I speak to my family.
The ambient temperature is normal. Life support is stable. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Yesterday.
Really?
Are you here to observe the Yavara?
What are the Yavara?
Walk onto the frozen lake and you'll see them beneath the ice. They've lived on Vold for millennia. Stories about the Yavara are the only Angaran folktales that survive the Scourge. They're beautiful, intelligent creatures, our closest tie to our past.
The Ice Tree. And now your people will poach them right out of existence.
I haven't heard any reports of the Initiative hunting on Vold.
Not the Initiative. Outlaws. They've killed 24 in the months since they've landed.
We have no resources to track these poachers, and the resistance is spread too thin.
At this rate, our only link to our history will disappear forever.
The Yavara are vital to Angaran culture. We need to stop these hunters.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
We should hurry.
You said you have folk tales about the Yavara.
Somehow, Yavara stories are the only ones that survive the Scourge. Most of them have the same theme. A Yavara's song is so beautiful, it can coax the sun out of hiding, reveal the stars.
Just stories, of course, but when your entire history is lost, stories are precious.
I see why the Yavara are important to you.
To all Angara. They're a symbol of what the Scourge took from us.
We can't lose them.
Tell me more about the Yavara.
They're amazing creatures, able to communicate through intricate songs. Long ago, we could have heard the songs in person, but the Scourge trapped the Yavara beneath the ice. Now we have to settle for static-filled recordings.
How do they survive under the ice?
No one knows. We've dedicated our lives to studying them, and we still can't find the answer. They're cut off from food and oxygen, yet they still persist. My colleague here has a theory they may be remnant.
We have no way of confirming this, of course.
I'll leave you to your work.
Ijare.
The ambient temperature is normal. The ambient temperature is normal.
Didn't even pay me a courtesy visit? I'm sorry. I can't say more, but what Nilge is doing is extremely important and time-sensitive. Not even a call. Hello, sister. Thought I'd let you know I'm still alive. Not even that. That's between you and him. He certainly had time to call. Anyway, thanks for telling me. I'll keep you updated on anything else I find. Good. Signing off.
Are you Buxel? I have something for you.
From my brother who can't stop being a hero? Yes. Anyik told me to expect you. My son Skjord said he'd send people after Nilge. I thought more lives lost. Nice to see I was wrong. Thanks for getting him out. Losing him would have set our efforts back months.
Losing family is hard. I'm glad I could spare you that pain.
Thank you. They talked about your abilities, but no one said anything about your kindness.
Oh.
Now, let's see what we have here. Stars and skies.
This is a layout of the Ket Command Center. Entrances, exits, security. We'll be able to cripple their operations. Wait, there's something else here. Oh, that's not good.
What?
The base entrances are shielded and locked with a code which changes, often. Metadata tells me they downloaded this weeks ago. The code is about to change again. If an attack is going to happen, it needs to happen now.
Let me help. Tell me what to do.
The code to disable the security shields is encrypted, but I'll keep working on it. I've sent you the map and a nav point for a side entrance that won't have as many guards. Go quickly. We'll be in touch. You're the human who came from Aya. Is it still beautiful there?
The most beautiful world I've seen in the cluster, by a long shot.
I miss it terribly. I was born there. Spent my childhood in warm air and sunlight. I'll never forget how that felt.
What do you sell?
I trade with those who have things they don't need anymore, but who need things I have. Small comforts, nothing of value to you.
What's a small comfort on Vold?
Clothing, tools, art, toys, anything to remind them of happier times. Things they can hold in the dark.
What do you mean, people with things they don't need?
Refugees carrying whatever they grabbed as they fled. The lighter their load, the easier their journey. I pay well.
Why don't you go back?
My life, family, livelihood, they're all here.
Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you for reminding me of Aya.
Pathfinder, right? I heard about your landing. Welcome to the Araton. I'd offer you space, but a group from Hajara just claimed the last of it.
My translator lost that one. What's an Araton?
It means shelter from the dark. A hostel for people who don't want to camp on the ice. We're the only Dar large enough to support one, so everyone comes here. I get Hajara researchers, resistance patrols, even your people on occasion.
There were humans here?
Not humans. The spiky ones, Turians. They hated the cold. I had to crank up the sun heaters to thaw them out.
What were Turians doing out here?
I didn't ask. I assumed they were like you, helping the resistance. They haven't come back yet, so they're probably still out there.
I should get going.
Stay warm.
How are you finding the bunk?
It's a bed. Better than sleeping in the ice in the dark.
It is dark out there, isn't it? It's a good thing Marifa's sun lamp's here.
fresh air. Right. Remember the last time you said that?
That was a misunderstanding.
I'm pretty sure I didn't misunderstand. You were selling illegal bioweapons from Qatar.
Pathfinder Rider, it is wonderful to finally meet you in person. I'm Ari Vesture, scholar and chronicler. I've followed your activity with great interest.
Chronicler? Like a historian?
Quite so. Denied memory of the past or hope for the future, we become dust in a void.
That's a wonderful sentiment.
My grandmother's words. She set me on this path. It is my life's work to document the events that shape our world. The arrival of visitors from beyond the galaxy is a significant development, of course.
I'm just hoping we don't turn out to be a significantly bad development.
Nothing you've done approaches the damage caused by the Ket. And speaking of Ket, I wish we knew more about how their invasion started. They must have records of first contact, and we have none of our own.
Where would you get that information?
The Ket are a military people. They must have logs. And perhaps they can be accessed from their base on Vol. Approaching it would be foolhardy. Still, if you find yourself there, please see what you can find.
Why don't the Angara have records of first contact with the Ket?
Those who were there cannot tell their tales. Dead or disappeared. There are stories, rumors. No one knows for sure what happened.
I'll leave you to your work.
Of course. I hope to speak to you in less frantic times. I would love to hear about your people.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Enemies!
Cora, this talent you and PB have.
Biotics?
What does it feel like? Does it hurt?
When you really let loose, it's like a massive, deadly sneeze.
Amazing. What's a sneeze?
These relays are carrying power a long way. Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on. There's a data pad here.
We're not alone.
These people, they have no idea what the Yavara mean to us.
I want to understand. Why are the Yavara so important?
Nearly all our traditional stories were lost in the Scourge.
except for tales of the Yavara unfold. How they sang from the oceans and lured the sun out of hiding. How in ancient times they guided Angara ships to safe shores.
That's beautiful.
The Yavara are intelligent, amazing creatures. And they are being slaughtered.
We've got hostiles! Scoot over, Jal. You're taking up my seat. Too hot in here for that.
Do you mean hot or hot?
Just shove over.
Another false reading. But we must be closing in. Another false reading. But we must be closing in.
I detect unusual signals from that Angara, Pathfinder. Scanning the body may provide more information. The Ket planted a chip in this Angara.
A tracking chip? Can you reverse it to get a nav point?
The chip is disabled, but if I receive more scans, I could repair the signal.
No. Yaleon is an elder sibling. The younger sibling is Oleon.
What do you call a child with no family?
Sholeon. Adopted sibling.
Sholeon.
Ket ahead, Pathfinder. I recommend caution.
This must be the poacher's camp.
Something tells me they won't let us stroll in and chat.
Boost enabled.
Life support levels are critically low. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support at 100%.
The people I hired shot at you, and you took care of them. I understand that. Now let's talk.
After all I've heard, I didn't expect that an Angara led these hunts.
Then you've been talking to the Angara here. I'm sure they told you the stories, how the Yavara are the only living history we have left. But these creatures might also hold the key to our war against the Ket.
Explain.
I've been performing tests. An enzyme in the Yavara's skin could treat the effects of Ket weaponry. If I'm right, our fighters could heal faster, push back against the Ket. You see, my people would rather cling to tradition than think about the future.
Even if the enzyme helps, the Angara won't accept it when they know the source.
At first, maybe. But the Angara have always been survivors. In time, they'll see reason. Just let me continue my research for the future of my people.
Ryder, I don't know how to feel. I can't make this decision.
Sam, send her information to the Resistance.
Transmitting data.
I suggest you get off Vold before they get that info.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'll contact the commander. Thank you, Ryder. I think this is the right choice.
I'll go. Just let me pack my equipment.
I couldn't have made that call on my own, Ryder. Thank you.
Alright, this is 094, and I'll see you guys later.